Do you remember waiting for this game? It was such an incredible time to be a Smash Bros. Fan. The initial reveal was one of the most info-packed reveals of any game, and pretty much every announcement that followed was something huge. The wait felt like an eternity, but that was only because we were all dying to play it. It was only a 9-month wait from reveal to release, but it sure didn't feel that way. Even though the wait really wasn't that long, the hype was top of the line and it was like seeing the game we literally dreamed of come to fruition. But I don't feel like any game, not even another Smash Bros, could compare to the hype for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. 2006. It all started with one trailer. They look so real. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This was it. The next game we'd spend our lives playing. It gets right into the action, showing Mario, Kirby, Link, and Pikachu fighting before showing off the newest gimmick, the Smash Ball. An item that, when obtained, would allow the player to unleash a grand attack. That's cool and all, but then it immediately gets into the good part, the newcomers. Oh yeah, Meta Knight! Finally, another Kirby rep! And then they reveal... yeah, that guy. Look, it's Samus doing a final smash! Well, I didn't expect that. And then comes, oh my god, it's Wario! A really obvious addition to the roster, but man, it was great to finally see him join the other two Mario brothers. After Wario's reveal, the trailer closes out with a logo and...
Snake, 忙しいところすまないが、ビッグニュースだ。ショータイムだ。
Yeah, I had no idea who this guy was. I never heard of Metal Gear Solid until Brawl, so this reveal just kind of left me very confused. Despite how I viewed it at the time, Snake's reveal certainly has become one of, if not the most iconic reveal in Smash Bros. History, especially since he was the very first third-party character to be added to the franchise. Overall, this was an incredible first trailer, packing in gameplay, new stages, and a whole 5 new character reveals. But after this trailer, there was kind of a drought. Maybe there were a few new screenshots or clips shown, but as far as I remember, we knew that trailer and not much more. Things didn't pick up until... the official website for Super Smash Bros. Brawl finally launches, titled Super Smash Bros. Dojo. This is where we would be getting an amalgamation of updates every single week, showing us what the game has to offer, and would be our central hub for all things Brawl related. For the launch, they only had the very basics, showing the rules, the new UI, the new form of the staple battlefield stage that we saw in the trailer, and revealing that yes, the game will have music. As soon as the second day, characters were added to the website. In fact, 2 of them, Mario and Link. Yeah, it became immediately obvious that a lot of the updates on the website were going to just be greater details on stuff we already knew about, and not always straight up news. Still, it was greater details on the newest Smash game, so even the most trivial, obvious information was a joy to see, especially since they almost always included new screenshots. The very first new piece of content to be revealed on the website, the Gooey Bomb. Amazing. Now seems like a good time to mention I'm not going to talk about every single update on the website simply because there's an absurd amount, and too many are insignificant, but I'm trying to go over the most interesting ones, such as... finally, details on one of the newcomers shown in the original trailer, Pit. This post doesn't give too many new details on him, but they were kind enough to tell us what game he's from. Pit's specials get shown in detail. Why did this take 3 extra days? The first new stage to be introduced, Delfino Plaza. God, what a brilliant choice for a stage. And the way they executed it is grand too. Have you board a platform that moves around to different parts of the plaza as if you're touring it. 4 kinds of control. Let's see. Boring, boring, boring. Yes! Names are revealed to come back, only this time you're able to have your own preferred controls set to them, so you can easily select them just by using your name. This time, enter it like you would on your cell phone. Oh, it also says they're considering letting you save your name to your Wiimote to use elsewhere. Hope that works out. Assist trophies are introduced into the series, being an all-new item type that functions almost exactly like Pokemon Balls, except they summon minor characters from a large array of video game franchises, such as Samurai Goro from the F-Zero series, who was revealed on the same day. A pretty neat way to give characters that didn't make the cut more representation.
Yes, the Smash community is stoked. But when? Well, not next year, not next spring. I can announce today that Smash Bros. Brawl will launch in the Americas on December 3rd.
It's so beautiful. The first newcomer to be revealed through Smash Bros. Dojo. Ike. That's cool, I didn't really know what a Fire Emblem was, but Marth and Roy were fun in Melee. Having 3 of them in one game is going to be really neat. The most ambitious part of Brawl is finally revealed. The Subspace Emissary. This post told us that although it was still going to be called Adventure Mode, this was a full-on side-scrolling action game. I couldn't believe it. This is what I've been dreaming of since Melee, and to see it finally happen was a feeling I couldn't describe. They even went as far as to clarify that it's still on the same disc as the rest of the game, in order to give us an idea of how large this really was going to be, as if it was the size of its very own video game. Pokemon Trainer. A newcomer that wouldn't fight as himself, but would instead use 3 other Pokemon to fight, all with their own movesets. Why aren't they just separate characters? Stickers are introduced. These are an additional collectible that serve to stuff in as much Nintendo history as possible, with little effort. Hey, this is a great idea as long as the game still has trophies. Which it does. Otherwise these would be stupid. Diddy Kong. The first newcomer that was ever shown finally gets his own proper character page on the website. It's Meta Knight, whose introduction was delayed for some reason. Oh, they must have been busy balancing him. Oh nice, you can adjust what music plays on all the stages, that's pretty neat. Oh, and by the way, there's an item in the game called a CD. This is a CD. Oh, so that's what those are called. It's Lucas. He makes his anticipated debut from the Japan-only release Mother 3. Well, that's just undeniable proof that Nintendo does hate us. Huh, I guess my friend's uncle really did work at Nintendo. Also, oh, the game is delayed by 2 months. We can make our own stages now? I don't really have much to say about this, except for the fact that years of my life are going to be spent solely on this. Oh, so we can save our names to the Wiimote. Perfect. Melee stages make a return, and thank God. Temple was the go-to stage for free-for-alls in Melee, so it's great we'll still have our old Reliable to go back to and play in a brand new game. It's him, Olimar, in Smash! I don't know if you know this, but Pikmin is one of my favorite games ever, and although his inclusion is much more predictable than Sonic's, seeing him playable, to me, was insane. He'll absolutely be my main. Up special move. Pikmin Chain. The recovery distance for this technique is dependent upon the number of Pikmin currently in your troop. Just imagine what would have happened if you had one less Pikmin. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play Olimar. Challenges are shown. A screen of tiles that slowly break as you complete achievements, that unlock various bonuses with each one. And while this is their first appearance in Smash, it's not their first appearance in a Nintendo game. Challenges function pretty much exactly like the checklist from Kirby Air Ride. Not that I'm complaining. I don't know about you, but that made playing Air Ride so much more satisfying every time you'd finish a match and the game would go. Brilliant idea to bring it over to Smash. Oh, and the game is delayed till March 9th. I mean, I don't really care. My human-sized freezer is supposed to be here soon anyway. Super Smash Bros. Brawl releases in Japan. Well, I guess the website's just irrelevant now. Pretty much all the info you could want about Brawl was just freely online at this point, and there was no point in checking the website anymore. The website itself was redone so that the secrets in the game were put behind a spoiler warning since we were getting close to the US release, but at that point my source of news about Brawl was changed from Super Smash Bros. Dojo to Japanese YouTube videos. Hi, thanks for calling GameStop. How can we help you? Hi, how much do I have to pay you to sell me Brawl early? And then Super Smash Bros. Brawl releases in America. And that's the story of how I wasted my life.